You have heard about the KIPP vision and the KIPP mission and our tireless efforts to see each KIPPster succeed well beyond elementary, middle, and high school. KIPP Forward is a strategic part of that plan. KIPP Forward helps our students prepare for the educational and career path that fits their goals and sense of purpose. Today, we will hear from two parents who are grateful for the KIPP family and the experience their kids had at KIPP Jacksonville.
My name is Tisha Rock.
My name is Sincere Harris.
And I have had two students enrolled at KIPP. My first is my son, who's now 22 years old, Khalil, and my daughter, who is a rising ninth grader, Abrielle.
Maya Harris Lee, which is my oldest, who's 21 years old, attended KIPP in I believe it's inaugural year. Michael James, who is currently 19. Michelle James, who is 18, and Matthew Harris, which is 17. I first heard about KIPP actually when the building was purchased. I subscribed to the Jacksonville Business Journal, and I saw that the land was purchased and that they intended to turn, which this building previously used to be the dog track, into a school. So that's how I first heard that KIPP was even coming to Jacksonville.
There were a number of things. Although I love the Duval County public school system, they're awesome, it was just something about KIPP that was different.
And when I did my research on KIPP and I saw the amazing things that had happened through the school in other areas of the country, I wanted my children to be a part of that.
The teachers and staff would be very in tune, family oriented. For example, in the very beginning of KIPP Jacksonville, teachers would come to the home and just have a chit chat with the family, and that I had never heard of anything like that.
And I thought that it would be a good thing to say that my children came out of a school within our neighborhood that had a history of doing great things.
The KIPP experience has helped their children in so many ways and changed their academic world.
The KIPP experience has meant the world to our family. Being at a school that provides so many different activities and events, we get a chance to get out, get to see people, know people, and that just enriches a person individually as well as a family is concerned to learn and know different values, different characteristics from other people that we may implement in our own lives. And so not only the academic side, but just on a personal level, KIPP has really enriched our lives.
Experiences that we've shared as a family with being a part of KIPP has been one that has grounded us in a community in a sense even further. So there's a sense of obligation to see it succeed, to see the school succeed, as well as the ability to continue to be a beacon, if you will, to other students coming behind them that, hey, I came from this neighborhood, I attended this school, these are the things that, that have made my life better.
The teachers and staff are so involved. They keep you updated on everything. The fact that we have their cell phone numbers, the fact that they feel free to call parents any time of the day. I can't think of any other challenges at the moment.
But with all the support, that does not mean there won't be many challenges.
Initially, the most challenging part of my KIPP experience was my experience with my first son. Okay, so we're talking about a young teenage boy and all the things that come along with having a teenage son within the school system, and just the challenges and how KIPP was really on top of it. And so it causes you to be more engaged as a parent versus the public school system. So I got a lot of phone calls at work to address issues regarding my son, which of course, it turned out very good in the end. I definitely know that the impact that KIPP had in addressing and resolving certain issues early on has had a major impact on his life, his young life, because it taught him and gave him the ability, I should say, to handle certain situations early on.
KIPP has made a commitment to support our students beyond high school because we understand how important this is to our students.
I know personally through research that a lot of students fail because of the lack of support. So the fact that this was recognized, that in order for our students to be the best that they can be, it doesn't stop at 12th grade. That support needs to be continuous. So to have the structure, have it structured so that they can continue on to assist these students in whatever way that, it's needed till they reach their goal, it's important and it's been impactful. And I think that by continuing to provide that support, we'll have more students obtain their, find success in career and family and personal lives as a result of that.
I believe KIPP has prepared my students for college and beyond in various ways. For example, my son, who's now 22, he's decided that college isn't for him, so he's in the workforce now and doing tremendously well. He recently received a promotion on his job into the administration office, coming from the warehouse of that particular company.
I know that KIPP prepared my students for college and beyond because they instilled in them throughout the years that they were students that it was something that was very possible and attainable if they worked hard for it. So it was almost a given. And right now I currently have 3 kids enrolled in college out of the 4, and with 1 graduating this year. I do think that had KIPP not been a part of their life, that the process and the outcomes would have been a lot more delayed.
Support plus commitment brings forth relationships, and with relationships, we become family.
I would define my KIPP experience as family because of the close-knit environment that they provide. When my son graduated from 8th grade, a good deal of the original teachers and staff had moved on. A lot of them came back for that graduation, and I just cried to see Mr. Buck and a few others. I can't remember their names at the moment, but especially Mr. Buck. Khalil loves Mr. Buck, and to see him there at the 8th grade graduation was just everything.
Teachers who are new to KIPP should understand our culture is warm, loving, and unique, and our students need your attention and understanding.
My advice to new KIPP staff members and teachers would be being open to change, being flexible, and really doing your due diligence and understanding how to reach the kids, because when they're in this safe environment, it's like a whole new world. KIPP is totally different, I feel, than traditional schools in a more positive way. So just being open and flexible to that, because there are challenges that some of the students face outside of KIPP walls that are different.
And parents who are still debating if this is the school and environment for your child should take a tour to learn why KIPP is making a huge difference in the community and with our students.
Number 1, go see for yourself. You all always have dates and times available where parents can come and tour or have a meeting. So I tell people, go see for yourself. And then on a personal level, I tell them about my experience with KIPP, just to further my point that this is a good school.
There's so many different options of schools that are available, but what set KIPPs apart is the structure, that they have a proven system that works, right? And so there are so many different examples of how, when students work through the process, how successful they are. And everybody wants to be a part of success.
And with team and family in mind, KIPP Jacksonville will feel like home.
Just that personal touch, you know. I know when I was growing up back home in our county schools, it was just like go to school, come home, two separate places. But with KIPP, this is home. You know, with the different events and activities, you're always here doing something. So that personal touch, that home feel.